angled up here, I think.
Skipping ropes.
Yeah, that's me. Hi, so as Jackie said, I'm Katie from Business Cost Consultants. We specialise in saving our clients money on energy and water. Over the past 5 months, we've been using social media to grow our business. On the recommendations of Gordon McIntyre Kemp of Intelligise, I was brought in to implement a social media engagement strategy. The aim of it is basically to socialise our sales and marketing message and be seen as thought leaders in our industry. We've got the experts, we've got the expertise, and we want people to know it. We use a mix of social media tools, so we use LinkedIn, Flickr, Twitter, blogging, and they all work hand in hand. I do think I could go on forever about each of them, so there's so much to talk about, but I'll try and sum up the main points and tell you what's been working for us. So to start off, we'll talk about blogging. At the moment, we've got 2 blogs. We've got a general company blog, and we've also got a niche product blog, and we hope to build them up so that we've got a blog for each of our services and each of our key areas. At the moment, our 2 blogs, one was built using Blogger and one using WordPress. I found them both really, really good, but I know that most people will tell you to use WordPress. Basically, each week we aim to publish around 2 blog posts. Our blog posts will focus on, we'll give opinions on industry events, we'll try and share our expertise, give tips on how to save money on energy and water, and we'll obviously try and start discussions. In the last 5 months, we've had just under 7,000 hits to the blog, so I know that the message is getting out there and people are seeing our company name, and I can also see through Google Analytics that it is driving traffic to the website, and I can see the posts that are the most popular and obviously try and keep on those topics. Also through Google Analytics, we can see that our web traffic has increased, so obviously that must be helping, it must be contributing. And the number of inquiries, website inquiries, have increased, so once again I think that blogging plays a big part in that. The only downside to date with the blogging is I have had a competitor comment that we're sharing far too much information, but at the end of the day I think if we're not doing it, someone else is going to do it. Maybe he's just a bit jealous that we've got in there first. Moving on, we promote our blogs using the mix of social media tools, so for instance Twitter, and we'll post status updates on LinkedIn. So moving on to Twitter, that's another of the tools that we use on a daily basis. As I said, we'll use it to promote blogs, events, but we also use it as a curation tool. So I've got RSS feeders set up to different news sites, relevant news articles. So I get alerts when these are posted, so I'm not having to sit and trawl through the media day after day, every minute. And then I'll send out links to these sites. So we've built up a following. We've got a number of Twitter accounts, as I said, one for each area of our expertise. And we've seen a 400% increase in the number of followers. And I think that's because they know they don't need to trawl through all the media to find out about what's going on in the industry. They can just follow us. I have built relationships up through Twitter, just simple things like retweeting things that other people are saying or commenting on things that they're posting. I'm aware that, we've not had a lot of the friends that I've built up through Twitter, not all of them have come to us and asked for our help, but at the end of the day, it's brand awareness. If I've got all those followers, every time I send out a message, every time I send out a link to a case study, to company news, they're seeing it. But also if they retweet it, it's going on to thousands of their followers too. So maybe in the future, if we're out at a trade show or an event and I meet somebody, I'm aware that they'll hopefully have heard of the company through our brand awareness efforts. Moving on to LinkedIn, that's my favourite tool. We've all got our own LinkedIn accounts and we've all got our own personal, professional contacts, but they're also growing through getting involved in LinkedIn groups, Paul and Stephen talked about, and meeting people at events. So every time we are sending out maybe status updates, posting things in groups, once again it's brand awareness, all these people are seeing it. I really, really do like the LinkedIn groups because I think it's a good way to reach your target market. One of the things, we found a couple of niche target markets and we don't really want our competitors to know about it. So it's a good way to go in and be speaking to all these people, to be answering their questions and starting discussions, inviting them to events without advertising it to the world. We also, like I said, through Google Analytics, we can see that a lot of the traffic that's coming to our website is coming from sources like LinkedIn. We can see as well that there's a relevance between if we're posting status updates to blogs, it's moving all the way through and eventually going to our website. Lastly, we use video as a tool to promote our company. At the moment, we are just using clients to do like video testimonials as what can be better than your clients talking about like how you've helped them and how good you are. And I don't know if you know, but YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. So we want to be on there. It's another place to be found. We do hope to do more sort of how-to type videos, once again to achieve our thought leadership status. We also use MovieCom TV, which I'm sure Laura's going to tell you about. The reason that we've got it on both is not only is it more places for people to find us, but also we're aware that in a lot of organisations, YouTube might be blocked, they might not be able to get access to it. So by having our videos up on MovieCom TV, it's just another place for people to see our information. When you're doing videos, I also think it's important to remember to put up transcripts. Obviously for the reason of for the hard of hearing, but for SEO purposes, you know, you're then getting your keywords in there and you're helping move up your website, move up the Google rankings. To sum up, like I said, I've only touched upon the tools that we're using. I feel like I could talk at length. We're doing so much and there's so much more to do. I know that we're still learning. There's a lot that we can learn from you, so it'd be good to meet people after and find out more about what you're doing. But to date, I do think it's been working. I mean, we've seen our website traffic's been increasing by about 1 to 200 a week. Like I say, in 5 months we've had just under 7,000 visitors to the blog. The number of inquiries to the company has more than doubled. And also we've signed up 3 contracts for large clients on the back of social media. So I definitely think it's working. I'm very positive about it, and I hope to keep the momentum going in the future and build it up. Thanks.